and Technology. And now is powering the water to give it life. Thank you very much. And Reverend Father Dido is an alumnus of MAST. So you're doing it on behalf of the students too. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are returning back to the celebration grounds, and we will have our speeches, enjoy cake, have lunch, and network. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our chief guest, our Vice Chancellor, and the whole procession to take their seats. Thank you for the wonderful time we have had. The commemoration of the FCI building is done. The tour has been a success, and the planting of trees, well done. Thank you very much.
I welcome you back from the exhibition, commemoration of the launch of the building and the planting of trees. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I welcome you to this great and memorable occasion. Our chief guest, Honorable Molly Asimwe, the head of Education Committee of the Parliament of Uganda, the Vice Chancellor, council members present, university top management, deans, directors, our dear staff, students, religious leaders, ladies and gentlemen, allow me, without any further ado, to welcome the brains behind this whole event. He has had sleepless nights. He has had moments of breakdown and shining. He has had moments of smiles and tears, but not rolling down his cheeks. He has been supported by a great organizing team. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for none other than Associate Professor Charles Tushabomwe Kazova, the head of the organizing committee of this event. That hand clap is not strong enough to welcome him. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. Can I request members of the organizing team, if you can come forward? It's an opportunity to take a picture. You can come and stand here. And of course, the paparazzis will continue doing their work. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of time, and to ensure we avoid repetition, I respectfully defer the full protocol to the Vice Chancellor, who is most appropriately placed to deliver it. On my part, as the chairperson of the Events Management Committee, I respectively align myself with the established protocol. Representing the Events Management Committee with utmost honor, allow me to extend a heartfelt greeting to each of you. Were it possible to speak to you individually and whispering to you, I would express the following. This is what I would say. I would express the pride and the joy we feel on this momentous occasion. Indeed, we celebrate with purpose and unity of vision turned reality, the commissioning of Faculty of Computing and Informatics. If I rewind the clock and I go back to 1998, when the university laid the foundation for computing with 40 reconditioned computer machines squeezed in 2 rooms, which were repurposed, and these buildings were put up in 1957. The management and council at that time, I was part of management, and I know what was taking place in top management meetings and the university council. The guiding mantra at that time was think big, but start small. Fast forward today, 2015. Those small steps have led us to commission today of a fully fledged FCI building. And you have noted, I know you haven't gone to all the rooms, excellent lecture rooms, computer labs, offices, and the whole purpose of these facilities in this building of FCI is to guide innovation, to spur innovation. We are no longer speaking of the 7 students, 4 male and 3 female, who were the pioneer students of the faculty, by then a department. But today, we talk of 834 students, both postgraduate and undergraduates. Of those, 271 are female and 563 are male, bright scholars. We are proud as Mbarara University of Science and Technology. While these numbers tend to tilt towards male dominance, there is a poetic justice in the leadership of the faculty. Of the 3 deans we have had so far, 2 were powerful women, namely Dr. Siadora Tuanjegwe Mondo and Dr. Annabella Habinka. And my brother, Dr. Evarist Nabasa, you are carrying the baton today. You are the only male out of the 3. This amazing journey from the cables of carriers continues to echo the founding philosophy. Think big, but very interesting. Start small where you are. And that is what Mbarara University of Science and Technology is all about. Wherever you are seated, either in front of me or those who are seated on my left, not behind me, but on the left, because your supervisors cannot sit behind you, and my colleagues whom I have worked with to ensure we get an excellent function. If you can look, for us who are facing this side, if you can look on the right, those who are facing this side, if you look on the left, in our hands, and what we see lies a torch of knowledge, lit not just by modern machines, by the undying fire of those whom we call go-givers, but not go-getters. Those who started, they were go-givers, not go-getters. The FCI building stands not merely as bricks and mortar, but a beacon to illuminate minds, decode dreams, and debug destinies. Here, algorithms dance and ideas spark like code. It is our cathedral of curiosity, built to harness innovation, to cultivate brilliance, and to train, to teach digital architects of tomorrow. Firstly, to the staff of Faculty of Business and Management Sciences, represented by the Dean and other staff members, Dean Chijambo, they view this building as a non-current asset. Specifically, it is part of International Accounting Standard 16, property, plant, and equipment. It represents a capital investment that supports the institution's mission expected to provide economic and educational value over many years. It is recorded at its cost of acquisition or construction and subject to depreciation over its useful life. Maintenance expenses are treated separately from capital enhancements, which might increase its value. In short, in the view of Faculty of Business and Management Sciences, the building is not just an inspiring architecture. It is a structured investment contributing to growth, learning, and long-term institutional value of the university. To the academic staff of the pioneer faculty of medicine, the likes of Professor Joseph Ngonzi, the Dean, who is here, and I think in absentia, Professor David Chitia and Dr. George Wasa Salongo, our long-serving and dedicated staff, view the Faculty of Computing and Informatics as more than just neighbors on campus, Professor Ngonzi. They see it as a hub for interdisciplinary collaboration, where AI, data science, and medical research converge to advance diagnostics, treatment planning, and health record management solutions. This is how they view the building which the guest of honor has officially commissioned. Sent to the staff of Faculty of Science, FIRST and Interdisciplinary Studies, each hold unique reflections on this building. For example, I haven't seen the Dean of the Faculty of Science, but if you were to ask Dr. Eunice Apio Olet Alere, the Dean of Science, and in her usual soft, yes, yet incisive tone, she might simply say this: science and computing work hand in hand. Whether modeling climatic data, stimulating chemical reactions, or crunching biological data sets. Therefore, the building represents a vital source of researchers who rely on computational tools to accelerate discovery. On the other hand, Dr. Jones Obongoroj, the Dean of Faculty of FIRST, he views FCI and FIRST as dynamic partners in the pursuit of practical innovation. Additionally, he sees FCI and FIRST not as separate silos, but as co-architects of applied knowledge, united by a common goal of equipping students with the tools and mindset needed for future technologies. To sum up, the building houses not just classrooms, but powerful computer servers, and the guest of honor, you have looked at them, and more are going to be put there. That tools will empower research, interdisciplinary collaboration, and innovation. To you, my colleagues, Ombara University of Science and Technology, both the faculty and the students, let us step inside the building, not with quiet footsteps, but with bold ambition and determination. Because behind every computer server lies a future waiting to be written. Remember this one. One keystroke at a time in areas like bioinformatics, simulation-based training, predictive modeling, tech-driven solutions, leveraging machine learning is the strategy. The FI building may it stand as a transformative nexus of innovation, research, and academic excellence at Mbarara University of Science and Technology. And I am looking forward when my grandchild is going to enter the gates of Mbarara University of Science and Technology and specifically join the Faculty of Computing and Informatics. Let it illuminate the path for future technologists, echoing the core values and legacy that shape MUST. From these foundations, many ideas will flourish, skills be honored, and solutions to address complex web of global challenges that demand urgent and coordinated actions. Together in unison, we celebrate not just the building, but the birth of boundless opportunity. Let it continue to ignite our minds and produce solutions that shape sustainable futures. I once again extend heartfelt thanks to the event organizers, my colleagues. By the way, I had not noticed this during the meetings, but you are bright young men and women. And Bara University of Science and Technology is proud of you, and we thank you. To repeat as I end, myself for perfection, the building is more than an infrastructure. It is a launch pad for academic excellence. Your guest of honor, Madam Vice Chancellor, and a symbol of our enduring commitment progress. If I were to end my remarks on behalf of this amazing committee, I would use only 3 words: succeed we must, for God and my country.
Thank you so much, Professor Charles Tushaboma Kazova. Thank you, committee. Thank you, MUST Council, top management, and all those. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never paid rent, you don't know what it feels like. The Faculty of Computing and Informatics has been paying rent and housed in different houses. You don't know what the landlord will say today. You don't know what the landlord will say tomorrow. The rent might increase. They might close the door. All that gets to history if you build your own home. And when you build your home, you don't just build a house. You build a home with furniture, imported, expensive, and the house is seen from above. Ladies and gentlemen, who can tell that story more than a person who has been a student in this faculty? Allow me to invite Edgar Kaheru, a student of this faculty, who is going to speak to us. He was a former minister of ICT in the 35th Guild Cabinet, and he's a software engineering student yet to graduate. Edgar, please don't lie to the committee or anyone here. Tell us the truth.
Thank you so much, dear moderator. I would like to associate myself with the already established protocol. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm Bwambali Edgar Kaheru, a 4th-year student pursuing a bachelor's degree of science in software engineering. I'm privileged to stand before you today to give my life experience as a student at Mara University of Science and Technology under the Faculty of Computing and Informatics. As a student, I've received good mentorship, research, and innovation of technology under this faculty, and allow me to appreciate our dear lecturers led by our Dean, Dr. Everest Nabasa, who have mentored us so that we can be people who are ready to face the world in innovation, technology, and in other things. Allow me also to take a bias of myself, whereby I did my research titled Employee Geofenced Attendance Platform. This platform focuses on monitoring attendance of employees who work in organizations. We find in most instances, people who work in organizations have been facing hardships on how they can be monitored by their employee, whereby you find they often don't attend work. So my research focused on how they can be monitored by using their mobile phone. And the technology that I used while innovating, it was geofencing, which is creating virtual boundaries around a geographical area. Allow me to acknowledge my dear supervisor, Dr. Adons Rukundo, and other supervisors for the mentorship they have provided to us at the faculty. Allow me also to diligently thank our dear university administration that has supported us for our all-time being at MUST. It's really a privilege being a student at MUST, and I really thank the Almighty Lord that has been there and has guided all of us, the students' fraternity, to come and witness the grand opening of our faculty building. In conclusion, allow me to thank the Almighty Lord who has provided us with life, and we have been able to come and witness this. There are some people who haven't made it, but who are we to come and witness this? Allow me to thank our dear lecturers and staff for the support you have rendered to us. And also, as I conclude, allow me to thank my fellow students for being patient. We all know what we have gone through, but patience has paid off today. And also, thank you for paying tuition in time. Thank you, MUST. We shall ever, always be proud of Bara University of Science and Technology. Succeed, we must.
Before you leave the platform, you didn't thank the landlords who hosted you. Did they treat you nice?
Allow me to thank our Faculty of Applied Sciences for hosting us, and the library. It has really been a hard journey, but we are also going to be happy to host you in our building. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You've invited them. So Faculty of Applied Science, please feel free to walk in there, and we shall enjoy. Thank you so much, Edgar. Once again, let's give him another round of applause to thank him. Edgar has spoken and done us proud. Our chief guest, still, the person going to speak to us is in the leadership of the Faculty of Computing and Informatics. She's a master alumnus, a great researcher, a grant winner, a preacher, a mother, and a wife. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Dr. Angela Musimenta, the Deputy Dean of this faculty, walking majestically to speak to us, telling us briefly about the future of the faculty and where she trained to get here. Angela.
Thank you so much, Madam Angela, our guest of honor, our chief guest, religious leaders, MUST management, MUST community, all invited guests, protocol observed. My name is Angela Musimenta. I am currently the Deputy Dean of the Faculty of Computing and Informatics. I am also, at the same time, one of the second pioneers of this faculty. In 1999, I joined this university, and by then, this that we are calling the Faculty of Computing and Informatics, it was an institute. I beg your pardon, it was actually a department in the Faculty of Development Studies. Thank God for the refurbished computers that were available. To the best of my remembrance, yes, they were about 40, but out of them, only 3 were working. I've been part of this journey where I remember very well that at that very point in time, we actually had 3 lecturers. So by the grace of God, the faculty to upgrade from being just a department to an institute, and that was in 2006. So we operated as a department from 1998 to 2006, and thank God, in 2016, we were elevated as a Faculty of Computing and Informatics. I know I am here to give a summary of where we want to be. But I also understand that not until we know where we have come from, it's very hard to clearly articulate where we want to be. So we thank God for the MAST management and for all the teamwork from the MAST community and from the government of Uganda in as far as our building is concerned. We have been housed in a place that used to be a kitchen for the medical faculty. And here we are opening our beautiful faculty. We can only say, Ebenezer, thus far, the Lord God, our Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit has enabled us. We are finally home, right in our Canaan land. What is our mission as a faculty? Our mission is to provide quality and relevant education to both national and international trainees, with particular emphasis on science and technology as applied to community development and national sustainable development. So currently, as a faculty, we've got 3 undergraduate programs running. We have bachelor's degree in computer science, in information technology, in software engineering. Those are 3, and we have 2 master's programs running, master's in information systems, and also a master's program in health informatics. So this is where we are in as far as we are concerned as a faculty. So where do we want to be in future? We want to drive Uganda's digital transformation and innovation in various aspects, with particular focus on the 3 core functions of this university. To begin with, looking at teaching, we are dreaming and seriously looking forward to be leaders in implementing competent-based teaching and learning, which is enabled by ICT. We identify a very important gap in the current e-learning system that this university is using. And that gap relates to the fact that it does not comprehensively include all the components of competence-based teaching and learning. So what we want to spearhead as a faculty in the next 10 years is to make sure that we have competence-based teaching and learning incorporated, and this will including aspects like visual labs and simulation, digital assistance tools, and all that, including e-portfolios. We also recognize the fact that we need to develop our staff capacity in digital skills with a specific emphasis on competence-based learning. Also, as a faculty, we are working hard now that we are finally home. We want to improve our undergraduate and graduate programs to make sure that we are producing competitive graduates that have the competencies to utilize emerging technologies to address issues that affect our lives, issues that affect our communities, and issues that affect our country. We plan as a vibrant faculty to introduce programs such as artificial intelligence, data science and analytics, Internet of Things, which are engines to the 4th revolution, industrial revolution. Also, as a faculty, we are already taking a lead in utilizing ICT to drive research and innovations. And we even want to do more now that we have space, now that we have the building, and now that we have all this support. At the moment, we are driving serious innovations that are using digital technologies to address issues affecting public health and which also have global importance. We also run a data science project that leverages data science methods to improve medical imaging. In terms of where we want to go in research, we want to be leaders in championing research that improve not only health, but also education, but also governance, but also socio-economic development. And we are sure that with this support and with all of us in it, we will surely make it. Lastly, concerning community development, which is the third core goal of this university, we want to see our faculty of computing and informatics taking a lead in ICT-driven solutions that can transform communities, that can transform this country, that can transform the way we do things. We are trying all our best to position ourselves as a national hub for digital innovation and impact. You have heard some of our projects. Those are just a few of the many projects that we are incubating and implementing in our faculty. We are also planning to forge partnerships both at a local level and also at an international level to make sure that we have the resources that are required to move forward in research, and also to ensure that what we are doing is aligned with the community and government plans. Having said all those, we are not without limitations. One of the two gaps that I would like to highlight to this audience is the gap in the infrastructure. Yes, we have the building, but of course, from what we have seen, we still need infrastructure to be helpful in teaching, to help us in teaching, to help us in research, to help us in community development. What I can say now is like we have this fertile garden that we've just been placed in, but not until we are equipped with the necessary equipment like hose and etc., we might not do as expected. The second and last gap that I would like to highlight is that of staff motivation. We want to thank the university and this government because we are one faculty that has over 70% of our staff members, I'm talking about academic staff members with PhDs. However, we have had a challenge of people staying on their positions for a long time without being promoted. Personally, I have been at a level of a senior lecturer for more than 13 years. So for more than a decade, I qualified for promotion, but because of lack of funding and other issues, I haven't been promoted. And this is not only me, we also have a number of other staff members at the faculty whose promotions are due, but they haven't been promoted. We believe that promotions can also motivate us to do even more. Thank you so much for God and my country.
Thank you so much, Angela. I expected every end of the sentence you are a preacher. In God's name, amen. The voice was so tough, you got us caught. Our chief guest and the Vice Chancellor, today is the 4th of July. And when I know a little bit of birthdays, I'm good at birthdays. Today is the birthday of the United States of America. And they are our partners through this faculty, through the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and the NIH. Let's rise to honor the United States of America as our partners. I see Jackie over there. Let's rise. We might not sing the anthem because we don't know the words. Oh, see, can you see? Anyone can join me? We take the anthem of America. stand up to honor the United States of America. Why more? Okay, while you're still up, I would like to use this opportunity to also have a moment of silence for all those who have departed from us, especially those in this faculty who have not seen it to date. May their souls rest in eternal peace. Let's take our seats, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to recognize the media houses in place, but also let you know that we are having online and physical presence. And when it comes to eating the cake, I don't know what the people online will do, but as technology has it, they will also join us. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me at this moment to invite the gentleman who has received the mantle. He is a great mentor. He is someone who has traveled just to see that technology improves in this faculty. He has taken the risk of begging, negotiating, kneeling to see that we have this building today. He is the dean of this faculty. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. Everest Nabasa to speak to us as the dean of the faculty.
Thank you very much, Angela. Colleagues, allow me to solicit for support for some members to stand beside me as I deliver this speech. Deputy Dean Angela, I would like you to come and support me here. The heads of departments that are there, Kate and Amos. Where is Kate? And we commonly call her Aunt Kate. The Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, represented by Honorable More Asimwe, Head Education Committee of Parliament, and a woman member of Parliament, Rwampara District, our guest, the honorable members of Parliament present, the chairperson and members of the University Council, members of the University Senate and top management, deans and directors, distinguished guests, staff, students, religious leaders present, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Dr. Nabasa Everest. I'm the Dean of the Faculty of Computing and Informatics that we have commissioned today. It is with immense pride and heartfelt gratitude that I welcome you all to Mbara University of Science and Technology, Chumuro Main Campus, on this historic occasion, the official commissioning of the Faculty of Computing and Informatics building. Your presence here today is a true testament to your commitment to education, innovation, and the future of our nation. Allow me first and foremost to extend our deepest gratitude to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for his visionary leadership and unwavering belief in information communication technology as a transformative tool for national development. Through his guidance, Uganda continues to embrace digital transformation as a key driver to socio-economic progress. Our guest of honor, allow me to quote the words of His Excellency the President. Start of the quote. For Uganda to achieve the middle-income economy, the following must be emphasized: agriculture, industrialization, value addition, and ICT. I underscore ICT. If our leader, in his capacity as the president of this nation, emphasizes and directs us that ICT is one of the things that will drive the economy, why not for us to launch this building? I would like us to clap for that. We also sincerely thank the Parliament of Uganda for continually supporting higher education through legislation, funding, and policy. We all know that if the Parliament does not appropriate a budget, then such a building can only be a dream. So, honorable guest of honor, we thank you and we appreciate the work that you do in Parliament. Let's clap for our guest of honor. We salute the Ministry of Education and Sports under the able leadership of the First Lady, Honorable Janet Kataha-Museveni, for providing the strategic oversight needed to transform institutions like MUST into world-class centers of excellence, and particularly for MUST for allowing us to have such a building that houses the Faculty of Computing and Informatics. A very special thanks goes to the University Council, chaired by Dr. Warren Namara, for steering this institution with diligence and integrity, and to the Chancellor, Professor Charles Rwanga Mark Orwen, for your meticulous wisdom that you offer to MUST. In a special way, allow me to thank MUST top management under our dynamic Vice Chancellor, Professor Pauline Biachika Chubwika. Please clap for her. For the steadfast execution of her duties as a Vice Chancellor, despite having spent only 8 months at MUST as the Vice Chancellor. I also would like to thank our founding Vice Chancellor, Professor F.I.B. Kayanja, and his successor, Professor Celestino Obua, for their immense support over the years. Without their support, I think it would have been a dream to reach on this day and commission the FCI building. We commend the National Enterprise Corporation, NEC, under the UPDF for being an excellent contractor. Please, members, look on your, for us who are standing here on our right, and if you appreciate that building, give a very big round of applause to NEC as the contractor. They did a very commendable work by delivering quality, efficiency, and national pride. Indeed, this building is a national pride. We equally appreciate Ubuntu Consulting. This was a consultancy firm that always guided the contractor together with MUST for their meticulous oversight and professionalism. Our heartfelt thanks also go to the FCI Building Project Supervisory Team at MUST, our committed academic and administrative staff, and our brilliant students, both current and alumni, without whom this journey would not have been complete. Our students were very resilient and they waited for long to be able to reach this building. So we thank you so much. On the part of thanking the different stakeholders, let me also in a special way go on to thank our founding deans, Dr. Theodora Tuonjirwe Mondo and Dr. Anabera Habinka Ejiri, for having headed the then Institute of Computer Science that eventually became the Faculty of Computing and Informatics that we are commissioning today. But allow me also not to forget my Deputy Dean, Dr. Angela Musimenta, and all the FCI heads of departments, all the FCI coordinators, and all our funders, partners, collaborators, and parents. Please clap for those people. They have done a great job. Our guest of honor, allow me to briefly give you some history about the Faculty of Computing. Where have we come from? The story of the Faculty of Computing and Informatics that we have commissioned today is one of resilience, vision, and growth. It has been 27 years of waiting, but finally, FCI is here at Chumuro Main Campus, which is only 4 miles from town campus, where we have been for all these 27 years, waiting for this day to finally come. Let us clap for God and the university management. It began in 1998 with the Department of, as a Department of Computer Science under the Faculty of Development Studies. This department started humbly with only 7 students, that is 3 girls and 4 boys, that they were offering a Bachelor of Computer Science, and the department of that time was being led by Mr. Sengonzi. From 1999 to 2001, the department was led by Ruswata Dennis, and thereafter followed by myself, Nabasa Evarist, from 2002 up 2003. And then later, Ms. Lydia Thaise led that department in 2004 up 2005. In 2006, a Bachelor of Information Technology program was launched, and that department at the time was elevated into an independent Institute of Computer Science, which we commonly called ICS, and it was led by the then Ms. Theodora Twonjirwe until 2014. In 2008, a Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering and a Doctor of Philosophy were launched. In 2014, ICS, then led by Dr. Annabella Habinka, launched a Master of Information Systems. In 2015, ICS introduced a Master of Science in Health Information Technology and a postgraduate diplomas in Information Systems and Health Information Technology. In 2016, the then Institute of Computer Science was finally elevated into a Faculty of Computing and Informatics. Let's clap to that. Since 2017 to date, I've been a dean of this faculty, and I'm soon to retire just from the deanship within 2 months from now. In 2018, the Faculty of Computing and Informatics launched a Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2023-2024, we decided to bring our first year students at bachelor's level to begin studying from Chuhumro campus. At that time, 2 years ago, our students studied from the library and the Faculty of Applied Sciences and Technology, which is just behind us, as we were waiting for this building to finally be complete. I'm glad to report that this year, this coming academic year, 2025-2026, in August, we shall have all our students finally study here at Chumro campus. This will be more than 1,000 students that will be based in this faculty. I would like us to clap for that achievement. Our dear guest of honor, this journey mirrors our vision to be a center of academic and professional excellence in science and technology, and our mission to provide quality and relevant education at national and international level, with particular emphasis on science and technology and its application to community development. Allow me, through you, our guest of honor, to say something more about what is in this building, maybe particularly for those who have not done the touring. Today, we unveil a magnificent 4,932 square meter building in total space, from the ground floor up to the 3rd floor. It is a purpose built to match the scale of our ambitions. It has in lecture halls that have up to a seating capacity of 800 students at a go. It has in computer and research labs that can house almost a maximum of 600 computers. It has in office space that can accommodate up to 100 staff at a go. It has in a boardroom that can accommodate 40 people, stores, server rooms, modern reception, lavatories for staff and students, a ramp, and a lift for accessibility. This building, besides it outside, it has a massive underground tank that can accommodate up to 300,000 liters of water, and this is going to help us for sustainability. So we are really grateful for this great building, and would like to utilize it for the benefit of our stakeholders. We are grateful to the Ugandan government and the Bank of Uganda and the UCOBS project for the initial total 90 computers. Some of them are still located in the library where our students have been studying from. And for the furniture, that is more than 670 chairs for our students and staff, and for all the fitting that we have so far. Though much more is still required to fully furnish the labs, offices, and lecture rooms. Our guest of honor, allow me to highlight a little bit about teaching, research, innovation, and outreach. With this befitting facility, FCI is more empowered than ever to fulfill its mandate in high-quality teaching of ICT and computing programs, cutting-edge research in emerging fields, technological innovations that solve real-world problems, community outreach that extends the benefit of IT beyond the university gates. Our guest of honor, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to highlight a little bit about the achievements our faculty has so far been able to attain. FCI continues to produce over 150 highly skilled graduates annually at our graduations. That is not a small number. I would like us to clap for that. Our guest of honor, every year we host what we call the FCI Awards. These are innovation exhibitions showcasing students and staff projects every year. Over the years, our guest of honor, our students have consistently impressed us with their ingenuity, technical acumen, and the commitment to solve real-world problems. I am proud to highlight several standout innovations that exemplify the transformative work emerging from our faculty. There is an innovation which was called Soiler. It is a state-of-the-art web and mobile application that leverages AI and IoT to optimize soil analysis, crop planning, market access for rural farmers, driving sustainable agricultural productivity. Our guest of honor, there was another one which is called Rep Zero, a winner of the Uganda National and Innovators Awards. This courageous project offers a tech-enabled platform to combat gender-based violence in communities. Our guest of honor, there was also Examination Monitor. This is a logistics and security tool developed to track UNEB examination materials during regional distribution, enhancing examination integrity and transparency. Vital Mobi, recognized at the ACIA Awards, this mobile-based solution improves healthcare delivery by enabling vital sign analysis and patient monitoring. Then there is Blood Finder and Blood Link. These solutions use real-time geolocation and donor matching technology to improve emergency access to blood and streamline transfusion logistics. Vine Locator, designed to assist in sourcing compatible blood vines for neonatal transfusions in addressing critical needs in pediatric care. Agro-IA and Farm Bank Wallet. Complementing Soira, these tools provide AI-driven crop diagnostics and financial services for smallholder farmers. Lambla UG Tour Explorer, digital platforms preserving Uganda's cultural heritage and supporting ecotourism through immense tech-based experiences. TrackSmart, an AI-powered system that registers and monitors students' attendance of lectures and examinations. Our guest of honor, the list is long, but the last one of these is SIMS, a university student management information system. Our guest of honor, these projects, among very many that I have not mentioned, have earned national and regional accolades, underscoring our role in shaping Uganda and Africa's innovations agenda. We are also deeply grateful to the visionary leaders who have supported our mission and have always turned up as guests of honor during our annual FCI Awards events. These include, among others, Honorable Frank Tumwebaze, Honorable Dr. Erioda Tumwesije, Professor Charles Kwesiga, Honorable Godfrey Kabyanga, Honorable Dr. Monica Musenero, among many. I would like you to clap for those people because they've been coming to witness our annual FCI Awards. Their continued engagements with us as FCI Awards, year in, year out, bridges academia, policy, and industry, creating an ecosystem for sustainable innovations. At the Faculty of Computing and Informatics, we remain steadfast in our commitment to advancing inclusive, cross-sectoral innovations spanning health, education, transport, agriculture, tourism, among others. At the faculty, our guest of honor and members, we also boast of grants and funded research secured by both staff and students. We also have quite a number of global partnerships, including NIH, MIT SANA project, among others. And we have also Google developer programs and other global IT platforms in our faculty. Ladies and gentlemen, it goes without saying that we still have some challenges as a faculty. So despite these strides that we have achieved, we face notable challenges, especially internet connectivity. Currently, the university operates on only 250 megabytes per second bandwidth. This is far below the minimum of 1 gigabyte per second required to support modern digital education, especially for a technology-oriented faculty like FCI. Constrains the Wi-Fi access and hinders high-performance computing research in our specialized labs. We still lack high-end performance computers, servers that are required for cutting-edge research. We still face unreliable electricity that frequently goes off. This disrupts the smooth running of the faculty activities. The faculty runs on a very meager budget, so we hope that through the university, the government can always assist us in increasing on the budget. Through our university leadership, we call upon government and all stakeholders to support us in overcoming these challenges. As a faculty, and having unveiled and opened this new building, we have the following pledge. Ladies and gentlemen, as we receive this remarkable building, we make the following solemn pledge. 1, to keep it clean, because we know cleanliness is one of the things that can really turn such a magnificent building. We shall keep it functional and secure. 2, to develop and mount new demand-driven academic programs, let's say in data science and AI. We all know that data science in AI is one of the leading things in the IT industry. So we would like to see that we take that direction. We pledge to enhance teaching, deepen research, and expand our innovation pipeline. We also pledge to continuously strive for academic and professional excellency. We also pledge to contribute actively to Uganda's digital transformation and knowledge-based economy. Our guest of honor and members present, finally, allow me to again express our heartfelt thanks to all of you, our guests, partners, staff, students, and well-wishers for being part of this monumental journey. The commissioning of this FCI building is not merely a structural addition. It is a symbol of possibility, a platform for innovation, and a pillar of Uganda's future. Thank you for listening to me. I remain Dr. Nabasa Evarist, the Dean of the Faculty of Computing and Informatics. Succeed we must for God and my country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Evarist Nabasa. Our chief guest, allow me to have a moment of salutation of some of the members here present. We have our partners from Nile Breweries, our partners in research and innovation, not anything else. We have Engineer James Ogaria. He's with us today. If you're around, please stand up for recognition. Thank you so much, and thanks for the support you give our students and our staff. Please clap for the support Nile Breweries gives us. They partner with us on different projects. Allow me to introduce, in no specific order, the director of Epicenter, Professor Juliet Mwanga, who is with us today and also having a stall for exhibition. Thank you for being with us. Allow me to welcome and recognize the university top management. Wherever you are, please stand up for recognition. The university top management. Thank you for being here with us to support the faculty. Our chief guest, allow me to recognize these persons here present who are master alumni but making impact. With us, we have creative media and SIBO. You've seen it in the exhibition, a youth-led innovation to transform delivery and health access in Mbarara. This is led by Mr. Sankara Byarhanga, who is the brain behind this. He has won different awards at national and international level. If he's around, Sankara, please stand up. But creative media is with us. Please stand up for it. Oh, yes, thank you, Sankara. We recognize the presence of Tayari TV, and the director is Yedidia Nyakahangura. He's a young man, ignore the name, but he's a very young man running Tayari TV. Tayari TV here present, please stand up for recognition. Tayari? Yes, thank you for being with us. Allow me to also recognize in absentia Mr. Ronald Tushabe, who is the brain behind Ayit TV. I've been corrected that Yadidia is the manager, not the director. Ronald Tushabe, who is the brain behind Ayit TV, also dealing with the same services, and they are products of this faculty. Two of them are the products of this faculty, and others are master alumni. Allow me to welcome and recognize a colleague, Mr. Katongana James, the Public Relations Officer of NEC, here with us today. Thank you for being with us, and take back the news that we are happy and proud of this. Allow me to also welcome and recognize the deans and directors of Mbarara University of Science and Technology. Please stand up for recognition. Deans and directors, thank you for being with us here today. Our chief guest, allow me to borrow the word His Excellency. Allow me to welcome His Excellency, the Guild President of Mbarara University of Science and Technology, Mr. Lake Rabuturumba Ariho. Yes, I hope I mentioned your name right. Oh, thank you so much. I'm scared of names. With us, we have vice chancellors who have come to support Professor Pauline Byachika-Chibwika. And with us, our chief guest, we have the vice chancellor of University of St. Joseph's, Reverend Dr. Father Reverend Dr. Deus Karemera. Yes, we also have with us, we do have the Vice Chancellor of Bishop Stewart University, Professor John Mugisha. Our chief guest, the first time I saw the bus of BSU, I was like, who is this who doesn't know how to write the word bus? Because it's bus, BSU. So in nursery, they'll tell us cross-match the word that marks, and it's BSU, bus. So it showed us that from nursery, we get to the university. Our chief guest, allow me to welcome and recognize the council members present of Mbarara University of Science and Technology. Please stand up for recognition. VC, a council member, please stand up for recognition. At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome the Alpha Lady amidst us. And ladies and gentlemen, that is none other than Professor Pauline Byachika-Chibwika, the Vice Chancellor of the mighty Mbarara University of Science and Technology.
Okay there? Or is it? Oh, it's right.
Yeah, we put it up.
Thank you. Thank you, Angela and Dr. Nabasa. Our guest of honor,